सो हे एवरीवन, गुड इवनिंग। सो हमने डिसाइड किया था 9 PM को लाइव आने का, बट हमें थोड़ा डिले हो गया, 10:30 हो गया, 1.5 hour. No worries, let everyone join this live discussion and then we'll start today's Q&A. And once you join, guys, please confirm me that my audio and video is clear to all or not. Hello everyone. Okay, all good. Hey Jayesh. सो जयेश, आपका फाइजर का इंटरव्यू हो गया या अभी बाकी है? आई थिंक अभी बाकी है शायद, राइट? Okay. So guys, in today's video, we're gonna talk about 2024 hiring. Okay, what I have seen in the initial month, and about the hiring cycle of companies as well. How do companies hire? Because a lot of people, they have the confusion that we feel like once we complete our training, usually we should get a job, right, within 1 or 2 months. But we don't understand the hiring cycle. You are assuming the things from your end, but you don't know exactly how the things goes on from the company end. Okay, so to be true, compared to last year, I have seen good number of hiring, especially in the month of Jan and Feb. 8 of our student cracked interviews. Okay, and out of them 5 are going to join companies. Okay, and some are a little bit confused that they are feeling like they should look for the better opportunity. Okay, so the hirings I felt, at least from my end, from Jan and Feb, hirings were good. Some interviews are still going on. The results are pending. I think MedPace result are pending. IQA result is pending. Pfizer result is pending. Okay, their interviews are still going on. So yeah, I felt like compared to last year, this year the hirings are a little bit good compared to the last year. Now, second thing, you need to understand the hiring cycle. Usually what happen, from any institute, you complete your training, you feel like that after completion of training, I should get the job maximum within 1 month. Okay, so what happens once you start applying for jobs? The very first thing is you don't see the fresher vacancies. You get in panic. What is happening? The second thing start happening. You don't get any responses. Even if you're getting vacancies, you apply to those vacancies, but you don't get responses. And this will continuously happen for another 2, 3, 4 months. You won't get much interviews in the initial 1, 2, 3 months. Why? Because see, interviews happen in cycle. Let's suppose a X company or a bunch of companies is doing hiring in Fab month. So in Fab or March month, they'll recruit some students, okay, from the fresher batch, and they'll recruit some students. They'll hire them in bulk. Let's suppose IQI is hiring 10 people, MedPace is hiring 20 people, some another Z company is hiring 15 people. They will hire people in bunch or in bulk, 10 to 15 people. They will train them for 4 to 5 months. Okay, 4 to 5 months minimum. They will train them. After 4 to 5 months, they will put them on projects. And once they'll put the fresher they have hired and trained them on projects, then again hire the freshers. Most probably, this is the way. Once they will ensure that the fresher they have hired once, they are completing their training and they are putting them on project, then they will do the second batch of hiring. Most probably, this is the formal way of hiring. Now you are thinking that I have completed my training, and at that month, let's suppose interviews are not there in the market. Okay, already interview happened. No matter how much efforts you are putting, at a time will not get much interviews. Yeah, some small companies or some companies will be always recruiting. Okay, let's suppose they have some sudden vacancy, they need one, two, three freshers, or some company got a project suddenly, so there can be sudden hirings, but mostly the hirings will happen in pattern. So you need to understand, now you are not alone who are applying for jobs, right? On any jobs, I'm not talking about only clinical science job. You pick X or Y or Z jobs. You are not alone who are applying for jobs. So what happened? Let's suppose in a 3 to 4 months interval, interviews are coming. Okay, you are applying for a job. Let's suppose in the first batch, you are not getting interview. You continuously applied again another for 1 to 3 months. You got interview, but you are unable to crack. Again you have to wait for the next round. So what I suggest to freshers, like let's suppose if time is more important for you, you have already completed your education, you have already completed your training, don't wait for job more than 6 months or 7 months. Get a job. Once you are like looking for job and it's been 7 months or 6 months, get a job on the basis of your education, and keep applying on this demanding job or the clinical science job, whatever you have learned. Okay, whenever you get an interview, whenever you crack the interview, just join the job, just switch the company. This will be the smooth process. What happened, once you wait more for the interviews or for cracking interview, you start getting frustrated. Once you cross the limit of 3 4 months, you'll start getting frustration. After 4 or 5 months, you'll start getting pressure from your parents. But you need to make understand everyone, this interviews happen in cycle. If a company is hiring 15 people, they're gonna train them for another 4 5 months, then they are again gonna take interviews. Okay, no matter like how much like you are trying, chances are always there you're gonna get interviews, you're gonna crack interviews, but the chances will be very less. So every time in a 3 or 4 months interval hiring is happening, so it is not sure that you should only get the interviews. There are a lot of people. Let's suppose randomly they have selected 50 or 100 CVs. Now they're gonna take interviews for them, and finally they're gonna select 30, 40, or 50 people. Okay, so it is not sure that within those 30, 40, or 50 people or 100 people you will be there always. Okay, sometime let's suppose in the first 3 months some people will be there, another 3 months some other people will be there. Like this interviews happen. You need to understand the interview cycle, so you should not get frustrated. And the same thing, I believe each and every training institute should inform you that this is the way of hiring, and that's why it will take time. Do not get frustrated. These are the ways that instead of waiting for more than 4 5 months, get a job immediately on the basis of your education, get any role, okay, on the basis relevant job, and then keep applying, keep the process continue. Okay, so this is what I feel. Now let's take some questions. Satish is telling now they are hiring people who have experience more than, yeah, right now they are hiring people for senior role right now. In the Jan and Fab month, they have focused on freshers. Right now they are hiring for senior role. Because even I got a call few days back for I think IQVIA and Pfizer, and from some recruiter. So I told them that I'm not into the job part, I'm into the training part, so I'm not interested. Okay, so guys, now we can take your questions one by one. Veer Swami, Veer Samay, the same I explained 5 minutes back. Just rewind my video, you'll get the idea. Okay, I think we have decided that we'll have the live session at 9, and it's been 10:30. Because of that, less people are joining, or what's the reason? And guys, again, like initially, I started interview. You know, I started making a playlist for interview preparation and interview questions. I'll continue. I'll start making videos again related to interview. What I'll do, I'll take interview questions and I'll solve them, and I'll upload videos for them, like whatever questions they have asked in the recent days. If it is technical, then I'll solve on SAS, and I'll create a video. If it is non-technical, then I'll explain it like this. Come on, guys. It seems like you don't have much questions today. Okay, okay. And so, guys, you can follow me on LinkedIn as well. Recently, I started putting post on LinkedIn on our, and we'll start putting post there as well. The students who will get selected will put the post on our LinkedIn, Clinical Study Academy. So you can check there as well. As in this particular month, Fab only, 5 of our student got selected. So every week I'll put one post of selection. I'll not put all together. Trinath, sir, when we were asked about our project experience in an interview, should we need to tell about the company of the drug? About the company of the drug, do you remember me, sir? Trinath, I remember your name. I remember your name. Let's take your question, sir. When we are asked about our project experience in an interview, so you're talking about the project you have done in the clinical part, in the study part, or the school, the college project. Which project you're talking about, Rinath? And coming to like project part, a lot of training institute are giving project training, right? So in the clinical part, so you don't need to worry. You can simply tell them in our training, from our training institute you got this project, and there will be a protocol, right? The study protocol. So they'll be mentioning what are the primary objective and some secondary objective of the project. So you can get an idea from the primary and secondary objective of the project, and whatever the details are there, how many subjects are there, how many arms are there, and you can tell them the same. They don't bother like from where your institute got the project and what all those things are there. They'll simply ask you the questions related to your project. They don't bother from which company. You need to just answer them. Rahul Meena, hello sir, my question is that my 10th mark sheet, my father name contain gap, but 12th mark sheet not gap. This was the same issue, Rahul. It is exactly in my mark sheets. In my diploma mark sheets, there is a spelling mistake in my father name. In the degree, I think, yeah, In my mark sheets, in my diploma and degree mark sheet, there is a spelling mistake in my father's name. But in my government ID cards like Aadhaar card, PAN card, driving license, I corrected those spelling mistakes. But I was unable to correct. It is a like difficult process to correct in the mark sheets. But it didn't created any issue for me. So the same I feel it won't create any big issue for you. They'll mostly focus on like you have completed your education or not, your document are not like your document are real, it is not forged. Okay, I can see guys again very less people. Why so today? Only 13 to 15 people only. Is it because of inconsistent timings or what? Due to time. Okay. So guys, if you have more questions, we can take it, or else we can wind up the session. And again, I'll tell you at the end, guys. I don't know how many of you are actively applying for job and which job you are applying for. I believe most of you might be applying for clinical sales job. So no matter like for which job you are applying for, the journey gonna be same. If it is the demanding role, if you are applying for demanding role, initially you might face difficulty in the learning part, then you will face difficulty in the getting interview part, then you will face difficulty in the cracking part, and finally you're gonna crack interviews, and the whole process gonna take time, and that will be little bit frustrating, a little bit only, because during this journey you get refined, you get the better version of yourself, and it takes time. The only thing that is like that is more pressurizing freshers, that is time. Okay, you feel like empty, and you feel like this is happening with me only, but you need to understand you are not alone in this journey. But what you can do from your, there are certain things you cannot take actions when companies are hiring. It is not only it is not in your hand, you're not going to decide, right? For sure. But whenever companies are hiring, you need to ensure your CVs are reaching out to the, like your CVs are with the recruiters or with the working professionals. You are very well prepared. Whatever projects you have done, you are having very clear idea about that. You have solved some of the interview questions as well, at least a minimum 100 interview questions, and you are very strong in the base and advanced at least, and at least 70% knowledge in the clinical part, 60 to 70. So few things you can ensure, that you can ask to working professionals as well, like what are the mistakes you should avoid, or how you need to prepare. You might get guidance from them as well. Soldier boy is asking some migrate is less than 60. That is not a problem. Even like in my 10 something, I was having 55. In my diploma or degree, I was having 65, 75 something. So you don't need to worry about that. Ravi, yes. Is there any way I can get clinical sales job by paying money? I don't know. A lot of people say that, but I haven't seen any assured way. I have heard this even from my student, that X person is telling that he will charge 2 point. The standard money I have heard from the people, that is around 2 point something lakh. And this is like told by some of the training institute or some of the people in Hyderabad, what I have heard. So they are like, they have the tie-up from the company. Everyone knows that uh, you are using, and they're gonna put some fake experience. I think there are two options. They're gonna put some fake experience and they're gonna train you accordingly. Another way is like they'll do tie-up with the companies. See, companies hire fresher, okay, and so they in fresher, like companies will hire some freshers, right, for sure, and it is totally upon the people who are hiring. So they have tie-up with people who are hiring, and then they ensure that you will be the student who will get hired. They'll take a lot of interviews. but they'll ensure that you're gonna get hired, and for the same they'll charge the money. So these are some processes I got to hear from my student, but I'm not damn sure about it. I didn't found any genuine one like who told this and who have done this as well. How to download clinical SaaS software? Can you please tell? Headtail, there is no clinical SaaS software. There is SaaS software only, and there is SaaS Studio. That is free for all. You can get the access from internet. Simply search SaaS Studio. Okay, 19 people in question. Sidhu Kyude. Hi sir, what about difference between SaaS software and SaaS Studio? So there are small differences only. If you are fresher, if you want to learn from SaaS Studio or from the SaaS software. You don't need to worry about that. The only difference is SaaS Studio works on in the browser. You don't need to download it. You can just log in and you can access it. Okay. But the SaaS software, it will be like a software in your system. And the second difference will come whenever you have to import a file, okay, from your system. So if you have a software, you can directly import. But if you have SaaS Studio, you have to first upload the file into server, and then from the server you can import. So for fresher, actually there is no difference. Learn from SaaS Studio or SaaS software. Both are same only. To all of my students, I am training on SaaS Studio only. Soldier boy, I'm actually eligible for most of the companies in campus placement. That's great. For clinical SaaS, like the salaries are one of the tops. Like you can see top 3. Do you have any opportunities on testing? No. With sir, advanced as to loop and array and as object, these study required just skill and macro is enough. I believe macro, SQL and do loop. These are enough. Akhil, what are the things need to get? What are things need to get selection as a fresher? Okay, you mean to ask like what are the things companies look for in a fresher, right? To get selected. So the very first thing is like if you're having a relevant education, that will be a plus 10%. If you have a very good technical knowledge and clinical knowledge, that will be add-on. If you have certification, that is another add-on. So see, the major part is the interview. In the interview, if you have strong base, 70% of advanced and 60% of clinical, that is more than enough. Okay. So the main part is interview, and on top of that, if you have like masters in statistics or basis certification, that will score another 10%. Yes, soldier, I do provide. Rahul, if you want growth in life, go for private jobs. If you want stability in your life, only stability, then go for government job. Because I believe in the private job, learning is more, money is more, but you have to upgrade. In the government job, it doesn't matter whether you are learning properly or not, the job will be stable. But I believe, see, human, like as a human, we are having a brain, right? Every day you change your clothes, you go for bath, you feel fresh, right? The same way you need to feed your brain. If you're not feeding, if you're not upgrading yourself, it's like a dead body and dead mind. Soldier boy, I better talk on Tompment. I got a lot of questions. Yes, soldier boy, you can go for it. Ubaid, sir, elaborate about only SAS programmer, not statistical programmer. SAS only use base advanced as DMDLF. These jobs, good growth and salary. Only SAS programmer job will be like data analysis. If you are including TLFs, that is like clinical data analysis or clinical SAS programmer. Stabilities are like good in both. Today I got connected to one person. He's having around 8 years or around maybe 6 to 7 years or 8 years of experience in the banking. His salary is like around 25 to 30, between 20 to 30. So that is also great, even in banking. Praveen, I recently completed automation testing classes. Any chance to get job? You need to ask to your training institute one thing. Even I made a lot of videos on Fresher. You can go and check. And of course, man, you can get a job, but you need a guidance. And if you have paid money to any training institute, just get the guidance from there. It's their responsibility, at least to guide you. Venom, after 1 year of graduation. No, after 1 year of gap after graduation, this will not create an issue. Even I was having around 1.5 or 2 year of gap after my graduation. I was doing multiple things. Makbul, Fatima, I have done a course on SAS. I wish to do internship before certification. Please guide me. Internship, I believe if you have done your course along with the TLFs, in your course you have created table listing and SDM Adam, that is enough for cracking interview. No need to do separately internship. If you have created SDM Adam table listings in your training, no need to do separate internship. Yeah, if you are getting internship without paying any money, that is fine. Akhil, sir, base advanced SQL is enough to get. Yes, that is enough. But you have to ensure for which role you are looking for. After SAS, you are eligible for multiple role in multiple industry. You are targeting which industry and for which role. You need to be very clear. Ubaid, sir, as a head, that only SAS programmer is very less opportunities. Clinical industry, yeah. They're in clinical industry, and after a few years, position will be vanished. Okay. Clinical SAS. Anjali Naik, what are the free or clinical SAS programmer in online? There are multiple institutes. They are charging from 30 to 2.5 lakh. Now I believe 60 to 70k or 80k. It doesn't matter. Like I believe 60k is more than enough for like you can get the best training within 60k. No need to pay more than that. And even I'm not telling go for 60k. Whatever if your budget is 25k, go for an institute with 25k. If your budget is for 50k, go for it. But what my concern is within 60k, you can easily get a good training institute. As a fresher, you don't need to like concern about a particular state or city market. As a fresher, you need to be open. If you are getting opportunities in any state, anywhere, any city, you should get a job. After getting the experience, take work from home or switch to your hometown location. Why to worry about initially itself? Rahul Meena, sir, can BSc Math or BSc Electrical? Yes, as an BCom graduate, you can go in banking. You can go in SBI, SDFC, HSBC, Access. Makbul, I am to have experience in industry as a fresher. It is possible without certification. Yes. Shalaka, I have seen so many big consultancy advertising vacancy. Has any of the student professional who you have counseled have got job through consultancy? None of them. I know few of the consultancy who are totally scammers and they are continuously doing the scam. But I cannot reveal their name. The problem is they are very big. Anjali, thank you. Any institute suggestion in your point of view? Of course, I'll suggest my institute. While jokes apart, you can do training from any institute. It doesn't matter. You can even consider us as well. See, you need to just focus on two things: from where you are getting good knowledge, and second thing, from where you are getting good guidance. Because if anyone is promising you for a job, that will be scam, nothing. Others, how to download clinical SaaS software? Can you please check and share any? Others, there is no clinical SaaS software. The software is SaaS. Simply search on Google SaaS Studio. You'll get the access. Rohan, sir, I didn't got entry in Jan and Feb month. There is any mistake I'm doing, please give me guidance. Rohan, you can connect to me. Maybe I can guide you. Avish Shankar, any fresher hiring is going on right now? Right now, companies are hiring, as per my knowledge, mostly for senior roles. In the Jan and Feb month, they have done a good amount of hirings for fresher. Ubed, sir, let us know how much fresher learn our language. Tell me the syllabus. Okay, I'll create a new video. How much, maybe within week, what you should learn from R or in R. Don't worry, guys. I'll start making videos on R for free on YouTube. Okay, maybe within week I'll start making videos. Even I'll show you some comparison that how we do programming in SAS, how we do programming in R. I'll show you the comparison as well. Makbul, can you recommend any industry who provide opportunities as a fresher? Any website you recommend with proper application? As per my knowledge, till now I don't know any one, but what I can say, the best option is like reaching out to people openly instead of being dependent upon a single person. That's the best advice I can give. Reaching out to companies directly, people directly. Sidhu, Sidhu, for that you can connect me. I can tell you. Mr. Nitesh, what is the difference between keywords and syntax? Syntax are nothing but you write the code, right? The argument, the whole things can be considered in syntax. Keywords are nothing but keywords can be different things. Like let's suppose if you're writing a statement, then that can be also a keyword. If you're writing a function, the function can be the keyword. Okay, it seems no more questions. Sir, can you make one video on proc transpose? Why not? I can. Others, for that you can connect to me. Okay. I think I need to, on weekends, I need to create some kind of series that will help you instead of doing this random Q&A. Because sometimes I feel it's good for you, and sometimes even I feel it's a time waste for you. Like, because sometimes I feel the same questions are coming again and again. Okay. I do provide placement support, and I think everyone will be providing from wherever you'll be doing. But no one can assure you the placement guarantee. Yeah, the only thing I can do in a better way that after the training as well, you can call me and I'll be there. But yeah, you need to call me. It will be not like after the training, I'll be calling you and asking you continuously what's going on. If any help you need, you can call me and I'll be there. Rahul Meena, my question was about clinical SaaS. What was the question, Rahul? Makbul Fatima, if I want proper clinical sales training. Can refer you to any YouTube videos. Okay. As of now, I'm not sure, but Fatima, maybe I can check. Sidhu, so you help me for getting interviews for your students after training. Sometimes, not every time. That is a fact. See, if I'm getting to know about vacancies, I do share to my students that these companies are hiring. Already they have hired our students. Please follow up with them. Ravi Pandey, sir, just now I joined. You are talking about any course. Just now I joined. You are talking about any course. No, I was not talking about any course. I was just taking the questions from people. Venom, are there any specific month for hiring? Maybe a video I can create the months in which companies do hire freshers. Trinath, what are your thoughts on freelancing clinical science? It is possible, but already in the job you get good amount of salary, right? Within 3-4 years you can go up to like easily 15. Within 7-8 years you can easily go up to 20-25. Within 10 years you can go up to 35-40 or more than that. Your salaries are already good. I have already created Ubaid a video on this clinical science syllabus. You can go and check. There are multiple functions actually. If I have to tell one by one. Okay. So I'm feeling like no more new questions are coming. Okay. Okay, guys. So how to become successful with less hard work? See, to become successful, you have to do more hard work initially. It is not like you have to do it lifetime. But if you want to become successful, there is no shortcut. You have to do hard work initially. And once you do hard work once, okay, so you'll come from here to here. Now you can do less hard work and even though you'll grow. But to come from here to cross this limit from here to here, you have to do more. You have to initially you have to put more efforts. Let's suppose a big wheel is there. A big wheel is there. So initially to rotate that wheel, you need to put more effort. But once the wheel will start rotating, even with the small effort you will put, it will keep rotating. So yeah, so this is the thing I feel. RD Soldier clinical science market is different from the SAP. RD Rahul, how important English speaking? 60% is enough. If you can speak and understand, that is enough. Me and my friend has been trying fresher position. Fatima, you can connect to me. Maybe I can guide you in the one-to-one counseling session. Of course, soldier boy. Trinath, actually, I have a friend from US who helped me to do volunteer work in clinical SAS. He gave me work to do on Adam dataset and TLFs. I'm doing it for free. Should I go with it? Is it safe? Yes, of course. If you're getting the work, do it. You'll get the experience. Ubaid, sir, I see says why something. Says why. For that, we'll create a video, separate video, Ubaid. What is says why? Okay. Muhammad, bro, tell me which field should I choose, mechanical field or IT? I have completed Java full stack web development course. I am not placed yet. Once you have done Java course, full development course, why you are worrying? Don't get confused in the mechanical and IT. You should be specific. You have completed your full stack Java course. You have to focus on Java. For that, you need guidance. Either get the guidance from your training institute, either get the guidance from me. If you want the guidance specifically related to how to get job in the full stack, for that you can connect to me. Maybe I can guide you in one-to-one counseling. But don't get distracted. Once you have decided, once you have chosen, you need to be focused. But yeah, if the process is taking too much time for you because already the time got wasted, you didn't have guidance, you didn't got interviews, maybe you are not applying properly, so then you get any job on the basis of your education. Don't waste much time if you already spent it 6 to 7 months in job hunting process. Venom, I'm not working anymore. It's been 3 years. Just go and check my LinkedIn. Today only I put a post. In the channel about Jackson, you can get the link of our LinkedIn as well. Venkatesh. But you can ask me like people with how much experience, what will be their salary? I can tell you. Hello, Venkatesh. Yes, Rahul, of course. Soldier Boy, most probably in March only. Yes, Venkatesh. Obed. Only base size is more than enough, Obed. No need to get anything else. Okay. Others is asking, sir, some people do less effort and become successful. How? No, there is no less effort. If some people have done less effort and if they are getting more success, their success will not long laster. It will be vanished within few months or years, and they will fall in a drastic way. There is no shortcut for success in life. If someone got the success from the shortcut, it is uh, it is predefined that he gonna fall, and he gonna fall in a very big way. Either he or she, both. वेंकटेश एसडीएम में कितने डोमेन्स आना जरूरी है? सी कितने डोमेन्स आना जरूरी है ये इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं, कितने डेटा सेट्स आप कर सकते हो. ठीक है, एज अ फ्रेशर अगर आपको, जैसे मैंने बहुत बार बताया, एक डेटा सेट एसडीएम का आता है, एक एडम का, एक टेबल का, एक लिस्टिंग, दैट इज मोर देन एनफ. एज अ फ्रेशर अगर आपको एक एसडीएम डेटा सेट, एक एडम, एक टेबल लिस्टिंग आता है, दैट इज मोर देन एनफ, बिकॉज दिस गिव्स यू द क्लियरिटी. And they are looking for the clarity. They don't want you that आपको पूरा आना चाहिए. Soldier Boy, how long does it take usually to get Java? 4 to 5 months. Okay. Others is asking how to become motivated every time. That's a difficult process. Getting motivated are like, we should have two reasons. One is temporary, one is permanent. See, the temporary reason for getting motivated, that will not last longer. It will be like a movie. Whenever you see movie, you get engaged, you feel very motivated, but within one day or after the movie you feel like, okay, that's gone. You should have some strong knowledge. You should know about your future, that what you want to do with your future, not feature. What do you want to become in life? Do you want to waste your life, or do you want to become someone or something? And understand or not, right now in this world, money is very important. And how you will get money? You need to have knowledge. You need to have very strong knowledge. To have strong knowledge, there is no shortcut. You need to learn. You need to upgrade. You need to upskill. And you need to put more efforts initially. It's not like that lifetime you have to put more efforts. As you get more experience, you have to put more effort, because then you'll slowly become smarter. With your small efforts, you will do more work. But as you are having less knowledge, you have to put more efforts to get less result. Pranil, I'm doing great. Pranil, how about you? It's been since long we didn't talk. You can call me after this session, or most probably tomorrow as well. That is also fine. Danny is asking, is there any SDDM Adam in our program like SAS program? See, SDDM Adam is not a part of SAS or R. It's a part of clinical. So either you are doing programming in SAS or R, you have to create SDDM Adam dataset. Okay? SDDM Adam R dataset. Either you create with SAS, either you create with R. No one cares. You should get the proper output, the desired output. SAS and R and Python are data analysis software. SDDM Adam are datasets. You need to create this final data set. Either you create using SAS, either you create using R. No one cares. Your output should be proper. Venkatesh, I am waiting for you since 9 p.m. Oh man. I have one more question. Of course, go for it. You deserve. Rohit, I'm B.Pharm graduate. I'm learned SQL, Power BI, Excel, Python. How the skills in SAS programming? It's not about SAS programming. It's about clinical programming or clinical SAS programming. If you have B.Pharm, most probably you should go for clinical SAS. If you're going for clinical SAS, you should have the knowledge of SAS base, advanced, and clinical. Yeah, if you have learned SQL, Power BI, Excel, Python, that is an plus point. But that was not the primary thing you should have learned. The primary thing you should have learned, that is SAS base, advanced, and clinical. The one which you have learned, that can be the secondary. But that is also good. That's not bad. That's great, Pranil. Let's connect. Okay. No more questions I'm seeing. So guys, we'll try to come live tomorrow as well, but with some agenda. Sometimes I feel that I'm getting the same question in the live. Even I feel like a little bit bored, because some of our audience, they are also seeing the same answer from me. Even I feel I'm answering the same questions. So it's better to come up with some agenda or something new. Even you can suggest me what new you want, or something which can benefit you in the live session apart from this Q&A. Rohit, for that you can connect to me. With sir, my friend is learning SAS from, but they are not teaching loop array. They should teach, no matter from which institute you are learning, they should teach you loop and array. If the institute is not teaching, he have to learn from somewhere, or he needs to tell that array or do loop they have to teach. Chalo, 18 people are live. I'm not getting question. If I'm not getting question, we can wind up the session soon. Rohit, is telling the agenda should be how to apply on LinkedIn and other platform in a better way. ठीक है. But Rohit, this agenda can be like for one video, right? How we can create something like continuous episodes, something that will be continuously helping you. The agenda you have told that is for maybe one, or it will be lasting one up to 1 or 2 video max. I can create it, no worries in that. Which domain should be suitable for soldier boy? This needs, your question needs a separate video. Maybe I can create it. Sneha Pathak. Hello sir, can you please guide me regarding how to get job in Germany as a fresher? On which role, Sneha? Sneha, as a fresher, it is difficult if you don't have someone who are like, they have the strong influence in Germany. As a clinical SaaS fresher, getting a job in Germany can be a little difficult. As a fresher, once you get some experience, 1, 2, 3 year of experience, then the process can be smooth. Danny, you prepare a list of common questions, make video and said ask out of questions. ठीक है, ये किया जा सकता है. Interview series we can make. I'll be asking questions to you. I'll give you the hint as well, kind of. Interview preparation session 1 or episode 1, episode 2, kind of. ठीक है, ऐसा किया जा सकता है डैनी. That can be done. चलो ठीक है. Seems like no more new questions. तो it's been 51 minutes live. तो आज के लिए अगर न्यू क्वेश्चंस नहीं हैं तो हम अपने सफ़र को यहीं पे एंड कर सकते हैं. So guys, thank you everyone and bye bye everyone and good night everyone.